man we seem to have seen before somewhere looks down from a balcony in Whitehall. Seven times during VE Day, the British royal family appeared on the balcony. And the people below were the people of Britain, a people who for 5.5 long years had suffered under the bombs and guns of Nazi Germany.
I was in church when war was declared, and it was weird. My two sisters and I couldn't wait to get home because we immediately thought we were going to be bombed. By 18 years, you had to go into war work. I worked in a factory for a while called Rotax that took over the Beaconsfield film studios. And we used to have several Air Force personnel came to see what we were making. The booster coils for the starting motors for fighter planes, things like that. Coming home from my lunch once, I could hear a weird noise and I couldn't think what it was. And there was a chap coming along on his bike, a gardener, I think. And he said, get in that doorway, he said. And it was a plane, a German plane, had machine gunned a factory down in Newtown. So I thought, it can't be. And it was off. It went over Windsor way, we think. It was looking for the Thames because they used to follow the rivers.
I was 4 years old when the war broke out. I didn't, of course, at that age really know what war meant. And then the Blitz came, huge fires, particularly incendiary bombs, lit up the sky for miles around. And fighters took off from the aerodrome in my hometown, or village as it was there in Hendon. There were occasionally aircraft crashed. And one particular time I remember was when a Heinkel crashed in the railway marshalling yards in one of the fields surrounding them. And I and 2 or 3 of my friends went down to try and get some souvenirs, which actually was rather dangerous, but we didn't recognize at the time because, of course, there was live ammunition scattered around and the aircraft could have burst into flames at any time. And the police and the fire engines could have also come at any time and we would have got in trouble. Anyway, I wasn't arrested, we got away, and I got a piece of shrapnel. A fat lot of good it did me, but that was the prize at the time.
We just couldn't believe it. My brother-in-law was a prisoner of war. My husband was still in the Navy. He was champion gunner. It was nice to know that would ease up and they would soon be home. Street lights came on and the flags came out. There were army trucks coming through with men in the back. And of course, the Beaconsfield Fair. That was brilliant, a flag on the top of the church. It was just as if the whole sunshine had come out, and everything was better.
And keeping watch is Nelson, who led Englishmen to victory against an earlier tyrant. His column stands at the very center of the great British Commonwealth of Nations. Crowds swelled below him in a riot of rejoicing by day and night.
The VE Day itself, we went up in a bus and got to Regent Street, and we were on the top deck, looking out at all the crowds, going very, very slowly, and eventually we were actually turned back because the bus couldn't get through. And then about 3 or 4 days later, we went up again. There was still dancing in the streets, but we saw the lights on Piccadilly Circus because during the war there were no lights, and so everybody was extremely cheerful. And sailors, soldiers, airmen, etc., were dancing around. So it was great fun.